Hello, hello, good morning. Patty, are you there? Good morning. Is there someone there? Hello, hello. America?
Hello, good morning, everyone, teacher.
Hello, good morning, good morning. Patty, are you there?
Yes, teacher.
Good morning. I thought you were still sleeping.
No.
Ah, great. All right. Okay, we have who? Evelyn Hernandez. All right, another Saturday, one more Saturday for you, for me. I hope everybody is okay. How are you, America? How was your week?
Teacher.
How was your week? Good? So?
Yes.
All right, I can hardly hear you, America. I don't know if the audio it's mine or yours. Hello, Claudia.
I think so.
All right. Yeah, I think so. Claudia, good
Hello,
morning.
hello everybody. How are you, teacher?
I'm great. Thank you for asking. How was your week, Patty?
I was really fine.
Yeah, what did you do?
Yesterday I met with Karina.
Ah, was the meeting for the first time? I know you were there at the school celebrating the
Yes.
student day. Was it for the first time?
No.
But you met Karina before, right? In
Yes.
person, in person. Ah, how was the party? Fun?
Yes, was fun.
Yeah, so you have some piñatas and
Yeah.
some games. Oh, great. All right. How about you, Claudia? How was your week?
I had a lot of work. I had a lot of work, but it was okay, teacher. I like to work. I like my life.
Yeah, it's one of the things we enjoy, right?
Yes,
Do
because
something.
if we don't have anything to do, I think it's very boring, the life,
Yeah,
right? That
I know
is,
how I know how it feels. I was like a 1 year without just doing nothing.
yes, it's,
So
it's boring.
at least you do something productive, right? So it's good always to have something to do, like a job or any
Yes,
activity.
yes.
Great, great. How about I have here Areli. Hello, Areli. Good morning.
Good morning, teacher.
All right. How was your week?
I am in my house with my family and I was doing my homework.
Okay, you were doing your homework. Good.
Yes.
Okay, great. Good to know. Well, it's still 9:07. I have just 4 people now. I think everybody's late. I don't know why, but we are have to continue with the class. Remember two things. Next Thursday, I'm starting a new class, new course for everybody. Well, everybody who wants to register for that class. It's 2-hour class. It's about phonology. Phonology in general. I think I told you last week. It's about speaking, pronunciation, and everything. We're going to see the vowels, consonants, sounds, linking, intonation, etc. So if you are free for Tuesday from 7 to 9, you are welcome. Okay. That was the first thing. The other thing is you should already started with the platform, the Cambridge platform. Yes or no? Have you opened it yet? Have you checked it out?
Yes, teacher, I was, but I have problems because the link was expired. Or what? How do you say expired? That
Expired. Your
finish.
your
Yes.
password.
Yes. Not
Oh,
the password, the link, teacher.
oh,
I
the
asked
link.
to, yes, I
But
asked to the teacher Mary.
did you request another one, a new one?
No, not yet, but I am waiting for. No
Yeah,
problem, teacher.
yeah. Well, the link never expires. Expires maybe the.
Yes, because I received an email
Uh huh.
last week and I took it and I tried to get in to Cambridge with the link,
Uh
but
huh.
was expired, teacher.
Oh, it was expired. Oh, that's weird.
Yes,
Because it shouldn't. I
yes,
mean, I always use the same one. Well, once you open it, you put it on your desktop,
yes.
the Cambridge one, and it's. Let me see if I can get it here. I see Karina is here. Hello, Karina. Good morning.
Hi.
Good morning. Good morning. Wake up.
No, hold on. I bruised my teeth.
You what?
I bruised my. Hold on, please.
No, we're not going anywhere. We are
Ah,
here.
estoy lavando la boca.
Well, whenever you finish, Karina.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, this is a link. I put it on the chat here on Zoom. If you want to take a look at that. All right, Gabriel is also here. Gabriel, good morning.
Good morning, teacher.
All right, welcome. And I have Marla too. So I recommend you, well, recommendation for this week is to check it out, to check the Cambridge platform this week. It's fun, I've been checking all the units. So whenever you have time, but it's important to get that time, a few minutes for your lesson. All right, last week. Hold on. Okay, can you see my screen now?
Yes.
All right, we were talking about this, remember? Well, and this is kind of hard to see the letters. I just want you to see the presentations. This is about your style, you see? Elegance, pure elegance, elegant classic, elegant natural, elegant feminine. It's just about what we're talking about. We were talking about last week, same topic, your style, and we were talking about patterns, materials, colors, etc. Okay, part of that is in the next exercise. Remember, we have an idea about this. We are working on lesson D. Remember, lesson D in every unit, it's about reading and writing, right? We talk about the first thing, letter A, the ways about dressing with spending a lot of money. So we discussed that, your style. Then we have this, Julio, you're here, Julio. Good morning.
Good morning, teacher.
Wake up, wake up. Ready?
Yes,
All right. How to develop your personal style. I think we didn't finish this one, right? After this reading, from 1 to 8, remember this is reading comprehension. You have to answer, when you have a reading comprehension, you need to check the questions first. We have the questions A, B, C, D, E, and you have to scan, like look for the specific questions here. If you want to look taller, wear clothes with vertical stripes. You have to find it in one of these paragraphs. Same with the rest. Bring the pictures with you when you go shopping. I give you the first example. If you want to look taller, wear clothes with vertical stripe. So you have to look for the information, something similar. Later, like number 5, maybe. You have to check each number, especially if you read the first part of the paragraph. Here in the reading tip, read the first sentence of each tip to see what the article covers. Which ideas are the best? So we have 2 questions. Please respond the second one. We cover the first one. All right, we have Judith here. Hello, Judith. Welcome, Judith. Okay, give me 1 second, please. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, please try to do this exercise. Exercise C from A to E and give me the paragraph. That should be from paragraph 1 to 8. Please scan the document. Do not forget this I would say verbs. Well, skimming, and scanning. Those are very important to know that each one when you have a reading. You skim when you look for general information. Like, what is the topic about? What is the main idea? What's the purpose of the topic? You can, when you look for a specific information, like this one. Please try to answer from letter A to E. I give you 5 minutes. Yes? Do you hear me? Can you hear me or not?
Yes, teacher.
All right. I give you 5 minutes, less than 5 minutes to answer these questions. We have to finish this lesson D, so we're going to go to unit 3. Please.
Who has a first question? Most kind of skills started with much less time to use the better.
Can you hear me or not?
Better.
¿Cómo que parece que tengo todo un zoológico?
Se escucha muy raro, en serio.
Sí. I don't have any noise here. There's no noise. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
We heard a lot of noise, teacher.
Yes.
That I think is outside your house. I don't know. Dogs barking, some people talking.
Un elefante por ahí, casi, casi.
But suddenly stop.
Yeah, well, I don't know if it's me. I don't hear any noise. Well, right now it's morning time, so maybe some birds flying, some dogs barking, some roosters singing. But that's normal noise. That is something that you're not unbearable.
No, teacher, you didn't hear that, teacher. It was a terrible noise, but now it's okay.
It's better?
Yes. Yeah, it's so better. We can hear only your voice. It's okay, teacher.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. Letter A, you want to look taller, wear clothes with vertical stripes. Where do you find that? In what paragraph?
The first one.
Number 1?
Yes.
Okay. What do you think, Karina, the rest? Claudia? Number 1, where do you find number 1?
One is letter A. Yes.
Number 1 is letter A.
Teacher, I think it's not one. The letter A is with paragraph number 9. I think. I don't know.
What paragraph?
No, number 5. The letter A. It says, call attention to your best features. Choose colors that bring out the color of your eyes. If you're not as slim as you like to be, and then the letter A says, if you want to look taller, wear clothes with vertical stripes.
That would be the most appropriate. Letter is 5. that one, for number 1? It's according to the description or to the definition they are doing, right? That would be letter A. I will go with that too. Let's see. Gabriel, Julio, what do you have? Number 1, letter A.
Number 1.
You have number 1, you have number 5. Areli, what do you have? Letter A.
In number 6.
Julio, what do you have? Letter A.
Number 6.
6. Okay. Patty,
1,
what number do you have in letter A?
1,
1. Same like Karina. Marla, are you there?
Yes, teacher.
What number do you have?
Number 1.
Number 1. America?
number 1,
1. Okay. Judith, are you there?
Sí,
Sí.
yes.
You're there. What number do you have for letter A?
Number what?
Number 1?
Yes.
Okay, we have many number 1s. Let's see. Don't wear clothes that are too old or too young for you, and choose styles that are appropriate for your lifestyle. You want to feel as comfortable as possible. But in this case, it says, if you want to look taller, wear clothes with vertical stripes. It's an advice. Number 5, Claudia, you just read number 5. Call attention to your best features. Choose colors that bring out the color of your eyes. If you're not as slim as you'd like to be, buy tailored clothes that feel well. Don't just wear baggy outfits to cover up those few extra pounds. Choose the best fabrics for your shape. Skin may feel nice, but be careful. Shiny fabrics can make you look heavier. Cashmere, on the other hand, can make you look slimmer and look especially good on muscular men. We have two sixes. Clean out your closet, get rid of stain, out of shape, torn, faded, out of style clothing, and scruffy shoes. Sell them at the consignment store. And use the extra cash to use up your wardrobe. Well, we should agree on this one. For me, my opinion is number 5. If you read A, if you want to look taller, wear clothes with vertical stripes, right? For your appearance, so you can look um, taller because you're short. So that's an advice. And here, number one says something different. Let's go for number 5. Okay, what do you have for number 2? That's easy because you have the information there. Bring the pictures with you when you go shopping.
Number 2, maybe.
Yes, flip through a magazine to find styles you like. Use the photos as a guide. Yes, that's number 2. All right, letter C. And for both men and women, a pair of classic black shoes a necessity.
I think it's number 8.
What do you think, the rest?
The same.
Number 8. Don't you think about 6? It talks about clothes. Clean out your closet. Get rid of stained, out of shape, torn, faded, or out of style clothing. Coffee, shoes. Sell them at consignment store and use the extra cash to use. Number 8. Okay, let's see. So Karina and Patty say number 8. America, what do you have? Letter C. Or Claudia?
For letter C, I have paragraph 8.
8. Gabriel, what do you have for letter C?
The number 6.
6. Marla?
Number 8.
8. Julio?
Number 4.
4. Judith? Judith?
Number 8? 8?
8.
Mhm.
Areli?
Number 8.
8. America? Are you there, America? I don't think so. America, are you there?
6.
6.
Yes.
Okay. So we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, and 2 6s. Hey, make sure you have a few essentials. You may need a well-fitting sweater with a pair of casual but well-cut pants. For women, a classic black dress and a pair of simple pants that you can dress, etc. Now you can see. Dress up for almost halves. Hold on. You can dress up for or down are must have. All right, in number 6, you said you can read clean out your closet, get rid of stain out of shape, tone, faded or out of style clothing and scruffy shoes. Talks about shoes. Mm. Okay, that should be the letter A. It talks about men and women, right? Letter D. What do you have for letter D? Take out everything that doesn't fit you anymore.
Seats.
Yes, 6. Clean out your closet. Yeah, that usually happens, right? We have so many things in our closets with all stuff that we don't wear anymore. Letter E. If you walk everywhere, be sure to buy shoes that are comfortable as well as stylish.
One.
1, 2,
One. Yeah, you want to feel as comfortable as possible. Yeah, that should be number 1. Good job. Remember, this is just reading comprehension and we're doing the scanning, specific questions.
teacher, can you repeat the letters, please? The answers. I don't have the fears. And the letter A, C, please.
We said in letter D. Are you taking notes, Karina?
Yes?
Okay, we said D, take out everything that doesn't fit you anymore, was 6.
Seats.
6, and then
A,
E,
letter A. The first one.
A,
Please.
the first one we said was number 5.
Okay. Thank you.
Do you have all of them?
Yes. Thank you
Okay.
so much.
And the letter E, what is, teacher?
That's number 1.
Okay, thank you.
All right. All right, let's continue, please, with the next exercise. This is our listening and speaking, keeping up with trends. Do you know the meaning of trends? Trend is on trend.
No, teacher.
Tendencias?
Yes. That is the meaning, Karina. Good. It's on trend. Like would be fashion or music. Uh, like right now, music. What is the tendency? What's the trend in music right now? Fashion is we could do. Should we can see or watch or all the time. Kind of the fashion. Okay, listen to four people talk about trends. Number the topics 1 to 4. There is one extra topic. Okay, let's do it, please. It's page 19. Hold on, please. Okay, the audio is loading, please.
Page 19, Lesson D, Personal Style. 2, Listening and Speaking. Keeping up with trends. A and B. Listen to 4 people talk about trends. 1. Maddie.
I have pretty simple tastes, I think. I mean, I'm not really into keeping up with the latest trends or anything. I'm not one of those people that goes through the magazines to see what's in or what next season's stuff is going to be. I definitely don't care as much as my best friend does. She has a closet full of things, and you know, she never wears half of it. I just don't need as many things as she does. I guess I just like basic things. You know, anything that's simple. I mean, you just need a few nice things, don't you think?
2. Frank. I always feel like I have to have the latest thing. Like when a new model comes out, I think, oh, mine's not as good as that new one. So I go out and buy it. I guess I just won all the latest gear. My best friend can't have things that are as cool as mine. So yeah, I'm one of those crazy people who waits in line for hours to get something on the first day it comes out. And I always get all the cool things that go with them too. You know, like cases and stuff like that. 3. Laura.
You know, one thing I love to do is look through all the magazines and see what the new styles are. I guess I just like to experiment and try new things. It's fun, you know, to change how you look. So, yeah, I go to this stylist who is really creative. He's always trying interesting cuts and colors on me. Like one time, he colored it in this deep purple. Though that wasn't as fun as the time I went kind of pink. I don't know. I guess I just like variety. It's fun, don't you think?
4. Nate. I'm pretty much into taking care of how I look. Like, I want to stay healthy and everything, but I don't go to the extreme. Like, I don't follow all the latest trends. I mean, some people I know, they follow the latest diet and they take all these vitamin drinks after they've worked out. But I don't do that. I just want to be as fit as possible. But I don't have to be big and muscular or anything.
Great. Let's listen one more time, please.
Page 19, Lesson D, Personal Style. 2, Listening and Speaking. Keeping up with trends. A and B. Listen to 4 people talk about trends. 1. Maddie.
I have pretty simple tastes, I think. I mean, I'm not really into keeping up with the latest trends or anything. I'm not one of those people that goes through the magazines to see what's in or what next season's stuff is going to be. I definitely don't care as much as my best friend does. She has a closet full of things, and you know, she never wears half of it. I just don't need as many things as she does. I guess I just like basic things. You know, anything that's simple. I mean, you just need a few nice things, don't you think?
2. Frank. I always feel like I have to have the latest thing. Like when a new model comes out, I think, oh, mine's not as good as that new one. So I go out and buy it. I guess I just won all the latest gear. My best friend can't have things that are as cool as mine. So yeah, I'm one of those crazy people who waits in line for hours to get something on the first day it comes out. And I always get all the cool things that go with them too. You know, like cases and stuff like that. 3. Laura.
You know, one thing I love to do is look through all the magazines and see what the new styles are. I guess I just like to experiment and try new things. It's fun, you know, to change how you look. So, yeah, I go to this stylist who is really creative. He's always trying interesting cuts and colors on me. Like one time, he colored it in this deep purple. Though that wasn't as fun as the time I went kind of pink. I don't know. I guess I just like variety. It's fun, don't you think?
4. Nate. I'm pretty much into taking care of how I look. Like, I want to stay healthy and everything, but I don't go to the extreme. Like, I don't follow all the latest trends. I mean, some people I know, they follow the latest diet and they take all these vitamin drinks after they've worked out. But I don't do that. I just want to be as fit as possible. But I don't have to be big and muscular or anything.
All right, let's do it, please. What is Maddie, number 1, talking about?
Wow, fashion.
Yeah, fashion.
Fashion, yes, that's number 1, fashion, yes. Okay. All right, what about Frank?
Sports and fitness. I think this.
Uh, what is Frank talking about?
What?
Number 2, Frank. What is he talking?
Technology.
Technology. All right, let's ask Marla. What is Laura talking about? Number 3.
Hairstyles.
Say it again.
Hairstyles.
Hairstyles. Yes. Okay, Areli, number 4.
Sport and fitness.
Say it again.
Yes, sports and fitness.
Sport and fitness. Yes, number 4. Sports. So cars, we don't use cars, right? Okay, well, let's see. Does Mari keep up with the trends? Yes or no?
No.
Okay. Frank, does Frank keep up with the trends? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, what about Laura?
Yes.
Yes, right? And the last one, Nate.
No.
No. All right, let's see what they do or they don't do. Julio, what do you have for Maddie, number one?
I don't know, teacher. I don't listen well.
You didn't listen well. Okay. Gabriel, could you listen number one, Maddie? What does Maddie do? Remember, she talks about fashion, right? Gabriel?
Mm, buy a lot of fashion.
Buy a lot of what? Say it again?
Mm.
Gabriel, say it again, please.
Buy a lot of clothes.
Buy a lot of clothes. Okay, that's what you say. Okay, anybody has a different idea? Patty? Any different idea?
The same of Gabby.
Marla?
Speaking, keeping up with trends, fashion.
Yeah, but what does she do? Because she's not keeping up with trends, but she's talking about fashion. Does anybody has a different idea?
Yes,
Claudia?
teacher, me. She has pretty simple tastes. She needs basic things only.
Yes, that's why she doesn't follow the trend, right? All right, let's do Frank. What does he do? Anybody? Does anybody have an idea about what Frank does?
Buys the last model.
Yeah, he's talking about that, right? Buy the latest model. I guess he's talking about well, years, could be iPhones or something like that, right? Tablets. And some people it's like that. Whenever you have a new iPhone, they go to the store and make a line for hours to buy the new iPhone. I mean, really? You pay like 30,000 pesos for an iPhone or maybe more, and you want to be the first? That's really like crazy. No, some people are like that. If you can do it, okay. Laura, Rosicela, you just got here.
Yes, teacher, I'm here.
Good morning.
Good morning. I'm sorry.
Okay. Just please try to be on time. It's at 9.
Yes.
Okay. Judith, are you there, Judith? Miss Estrella. Estrella de la Mañana.
I am here.
Yes, you're there. No te veo, but I think you're there. What do you have for Laura, number 3?
Teacher, I don't understand
Sure.
audio.
You don't understand
Excuse me.
the audio.
Okay.
Okay. Anybody, please? Volunteers for number 3, Laura. Yes, please go ahead.
I remember she painted her hair. It's purple.
Purple or sometimes pink, right? But we don't say paint, Karina. Paint.
Pink
No, we use color.
color.
Color, like color.
Okay.
For your hair. You don't paint, you
Color.
a brush and start painting.
Okay.
Color hair. Sound good, right? Color hair.
Le dice Big Estrella.
Difference.
You're not Estrella, Judith?
Es que yo me llamo Judith, nada más.
Pues I always see Estrella Arellanes.
Es mi hija. Es my logger.
Ah, okay. Different styles. Sometimes pink, sometimes purple, etc. All right, number 4. Nate, what does he do? Who has the answer? ¿Quién dice yo?
Follow diets.
He follows diets. What else? Anybody else? Areli?
Does workout.
He works out, right? But he doesn't want to be like, he just wants to be fit, not like muscular, big, with a lot of muscle.
But he doesn't need to be big and musculate.
Yeah, that's what I just said. He wants to be fit, but not muscular. Like most, well, depending. Okay, we have, thank you, good job. Yes, please, for those who are not listening or not paying attention or didn't understand the audio, you need to make an effort. Remember, this is one of the skills, the listening comprehension. We just did the reading comprehension. Okay, writing, that's the last part. Writing, style, interview. Read the question, answer below and the help note add commas where needed, and a dash. This is a dash. And change one period to an exclamation mark. All right, this is the help note. Punctuation, use commas in list. My clothes are fun, comma, colorful, comma, unusual, period. Use a dash, this is a dash, to add or explain more about something. Use an exclamation mark for emphasis. I wear every color under the sun. Dash, sometimes all at once. Exclamation mark. Here in the exercise, you read the questions. How will you describe your taste in clothes? I like to wear fashionable clothes, blah, 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 blah. You need to use commas and dashes where it's needed, or also question mark. Please do it now. I give you 2 minutes. It's easy. You just need to add commas, dash, and exclamation mark, and period. Well, you have a period there. Let's do it. It's 10:04. Okay, ready? How would you describe your taste in clothes? Okay, who wants to help me? I need a volunteer.
Hey, teacher.
All right, please go ahead.
Uh, how would you describe your taste in clothes? I like to wear fashionable clothes when I use commas here. I go out with my friends. Uh, After this point, I use a dash. I get ideas from men's clothes stores, commas, magazine, I'm from my I'm from my friends. At home, I like to wear something more comfortable. My old jeans, commas, a t-shirt, and sneakers. I look completely different. I use exclamation mark.
Exclamation mark.
That's
Okay. What about Patty? What do you have?
I like to wear fashionable clothes. Exclamation mark. When I go out with my friends, I get ideas from men's clothing dash stores, comma, magazine, and from my friends. Period. At home, I like to wear something more comfortable. Um, dash my old jeans, comma, and t-shirt and sneakers. I look completely different. Exclamation mark.
Exclamation mark. All right. Just the pronunciation of some words. Fashionable, fashionable, like fast, fashionable. No, you don't pronounce the A. Fashionable, fashionable. Comfortable, comfortable. Practice those words, please. Comfortable. And Karina, completely.
Teacher, ¿cómo es? Comfortable?
T-shirt.
Comfortable?
And comfortable, like you
Comfortable.
make a little, like a jump here. Comfortable.
Comfortable.
Juntas la O
Comfortable.
con la
Comfortable.
F se junta con la R. Comfortable.
Comfortable. Comfortable.
Comfortable. Comfortable. Comfortable.
Comfortable. Comfortable.
No
Thank
O. La F with the R together. Comfortable. Comfortable.
Comfortable.
Yeah.
Comfortable. Comfortable.
Fashionable. 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 All right. Anybody else? Marla, what do you have in the same?
Here, ¿cómo ¿Era de usar lo mismo de ahí o nosotros lo íbamos a escribir? Que yo hice el mismo, el mío propio, no lo igual
Yeah,
ahí.
that's fine. That's good.
Yes?
But we have to use here just commas and dashes and exclamation marks if you need them.
Okay. Sí. I like to wear comfortable,
I like to wear fashionable clothes.
fashionable clothes when I go out with my parents. I get ideas from men's clothing stores. No, I get ideas from internet and Megan C. And from my friends. At home, I like to wear something more comfortable. My old shirts and t-shirt and sneaker. I look completely different.
Okay, and some sneakers.
Sneakers.
Well, the exercise was different, but that's okay. That's good. It's just to use the commas and the same dash and exclamation mark. All right, good. Let's continue. Do you have any questions? Well, this is easy. In the writing, you always need to use punctuation marks, commas, periods, dashes, exclamation, or questions mark, etc. It's one of the most important in the writing. Okay, we have the vocabulary notebook. We're going to skip some couple exercises that we do those at the beginning. The vocabulary notebook, you have to do it as a homework, not right now, because it's extra information for you. We talked about this last Thursday, styles, etc. Like baggy, dark brown, patterns and color. So you have to look for the pictures like here and match. So if you wanna add extra vocabulary to you, it's important you do this. The same with lesson D, the usual, but you can do what you have to review. You need to review. Remember, it's important on this that you at least learn the most common. As I showed you the pictures before, hold on, please. Let me see if I can retrieve this. So you can have an idea like the, the fabric patterns, stripe, check, plate, polka, floral, the sleeve, patterns and materials. You see the materials. So this is so you can have an idea. I mean, you will have many names and a lot of vocabulary. Maybe you're not familiar with. But these are the names in English. I mean, at least you should know the most common, the most popular. Like the silk, la seda, silk, leather, right? Cotton, wool, plain. Those are very common. All right. Any questions about lesson D?
Yes, teacher. What it means patterns?
Say it again.
Patterns.
Patterns.
Yes.
Okay, with patterns, do you mean, well, we talk about materials. In the styles, we have materials, we have styles, and we have colors, and we have pattern. Pattern is a form.
Okay.
It's how, like, let me see if I have a picture here. Pattern, I could say is just the how. Fabric is la tela, fabric, material.
Es
Pattern,
patrones.
patrones, that's, I was trying to find the word.
Sorry, teacher.
Yeah. I say patterns, patrones. You know, when, because sometimes patrones, when you make, like, let's say you make a dress, right?
Yes.
You use a piece of paper, right? To make the patron. Well, I don't know how to make a dress, but I have seen it.
Okay, thank you.
Patron. If you need to know like extra vocabulary about patterns, I don't know all the translation into Spanish. That's why I'm showing you some pictures. So you need to look for it to look it up in Google or something. Like if you need extra information. But you have here like some kind of fabric patterns or colors. Okay, give me 1 second, please. Okay, please, as I told you, try to do this for homework whenever you have a chance. The vocabulary notebook. We don't usually cover in a class this, but you should do it at home or later. It is like an extra activity. All right, the next unit, unit 3, is the last unit for 3 units row. That means you have an exam after this unit. Okay, I'm gonna show you some pictures. When you think about, when you hear the word culture around the world, what do you think first? Culture.
Events during the world, on the world. For example, Miss University, Mundial, for football, soccer, coronavirus, something like that.
Well, culture. The word culture. We have many cultures or cultures. I don't know how you say it. Okay, when you hear that cultures, what do you think of?
Mexican, Chinese, American.
The food.
Like
I think it's
Wholesome.
Okay, let me see. First, Karina, when you hear cultures or culture, what do you think of first?
we are talking about. I'm sorry.
Don't worry. About clothes, customs,
Clothes,
events, food,
clothes. What else?
holidays, food,
Say it again, Karina.
holidays,
Holidays. Okay, let's go with Judith.
Diversity of ideas.
identify.
Identity. What else? Culture, like think about Mexican culture.
Dances and
Music.
songs.
Dances, songs,
Food.
gastronomy. Yes, this is very important. Mexico is known around the world because the gastronomy, right? The food, the music, mariachi, dances. What else?
Language.
Language, yes. Languages. What else?
Drinks.
Say it again.
Drinks.
Drinks. Okay. Well, that should be in gastronomy. Like some, like Germany. Germany is famous because it's beer. So France because of the wine, right?
Tradition.
Traditions. Yes.
the history about the countries.
History is part of the culture too, maybe. You can say religion. What else?
Location.
I don't think location.
History.
Yeah, it's here history.
Okay.
We have literature,
Sovereignty.
social rules. Like the social rules here in Mexico are different than the ones in the United States. You know, United States, the country of rules, rule for everywhere, for everything. Sorry. Let me show you some pictures here. We're going to talk about cultures in the world, not only in Mexico. Okay, can you see the pictures?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
you have the flags of most of the countries. I hope you can find the Mexican one. Looks like this one. You know, we have many different cultures. Well, every country has a different culture, right?
Yes.
The Latin countries are similar, but if you go to somewhere else like Europe or Asia, it's too different. Like the ones very remote countries, they are like you will get surprised. So we're going to see cultures in the world. You see, we have a Mexican here. The costumes, so like somebody said, the costumes come from India, Pakistan, Netherlands, China. Oh, we have the Mexican here. I make this collage yesterday. Mariachis, La Guelaguetza, dances from Jalisco, Dia de Muertos. Nice. All right. Mexican culture or worldwide culture or cultures around the world. Let's see, what is your favorite culture, Patty? What can you tell me about a culture different from Mexico? Different from Mexico. From a different country, of course.
Probably the Spain culture.
Uh-huh. What do you know about Spain culture? Something that you know maybe about anything what we just mentioned? Maybe some dances?
Yes, the dances and probably the food.
The gastronomy, right?
Yes.
How do you call the food from the most popular food in Spain?
Paella.
Paella or tapas, right? Have you heard about tapas? What
No,
about the dance? What's the name of the dance?
I don't remember. Like flamingo. Ah, yeah.
Flamenco.
Ah, yeah.
Flamenco. All right. Julio, are you there, Julio?
Yes.
Okay, give me a culture from a different country.
Different country. Uh, uh, Scotia.
Scotia. Wow. Okay. What do you know about Scotia?
Um,
Scotland. Scotland.
I think wait. Uh,
Something representative
uh,
from Scotland.
the people the men in the football soccer when they playing soccer they men wear a skirt
Yeah,
and
they wear skirts,
a
right?
skirt.
And remember the musical instrument?
Oh yes, how do you say flauta?
That's no, it's not a flauta, it's not a flute, it's a gaita.
Okay,
Yes,
yes.
great, good. Anybody wants to share culture from any other part of the world?
Uh,
Stella?
me, Rosie.
Yes.
Well, I like how you say Moroccan culture. Moroccan culture.
Okay. Why? What do you know about
Well,
it?
well, I have some friends, Moroccan friends, and I like the way like they pray. It's a special way they sing every day, not
Mm-hmm.
times at the day. But and their food are good. It's a little spicy and salad, I think, but it's different. It's different, and they have some rules, no? But maybe the majority of them are very fanatic, but not all. Not all the Moroccan people are like in this way, no?
Fanatic
Some
about
Moroccan people,
religion?
Mane? Sorry.
Fanatic about what?
Yes,
Religion?
for religion. But my friend says that not everybody is in this way, no? Just few persons, few people are a fanatic religion, but the majority just pray and they follow some rules and they always try to follow the rules, no? But they have a good culture from
Yeah.
food. His clothes are very nice,
Colorful, right?
very expensive. Yes, it's very expensive, and the furnitures too. By
Oh,
example, my friends have two living rooms, two living rooms.
uh-huh.
The first one is like occidental. I'm not sure. Like
Or,
us, like Latin, no?
oh,
Your living room, your sofa, and this. And the another one living room is like Moroccan with quilt, quilts, quilts,
uh,
rugs, and different kind of fabrics and different materials, but these materials are expensive, very, very expensive.
it's one of the attractions, like the fabrics in Morocco. If you go to stores, you can find most of them are about fabric and souvenirs and stuff from Morocco.
Rocks, no,
They are
rocks,
colorful.
rush, tapete, rush,
Rock,
rock.
rock. Yeah, it's an interesting one. Okay, thank you, Rosicela. Anybody else want to share something about a different country that you want, that you like? Maybe
Yes,
China,
sir.
Japan, or
French culture.
France, oh la la, mon Dieu. Qu'est-ce qui pasó?
Yeah,
Tell me.
because for this culture is about the love and the typical food with the cheese and wine or the perfume.
The perfumes?
Yes, it's famous for the perfumes.
Yeah, well, that's part of the marketing. Perfumes from France are good. I don't know. It's also something that is on trend is with fashion, you know. Well, I have never been to France yet. Yet I was going to be there this year, but something happened, so
Yeah,
I hope.
yeah, and you know speaking French, no?
Je parle un petit peu. Like Rosicela, you teach French, right?
Not teacher. I'm. It's very strange, but je ne parle pas le français.
Yeah,
Je ne parle pas le français.
they use it in
I visited France. I stayed. I went to France, but I didn't speak French.
Okay, no,
It
yeah, you
was
was confused.
also I speak in English with my friends,
Okay, good. All right.
but people there,
Uh-huh.
sorry teacher, people there hate English. If you speak in English with French people, they say, I don't understand. They make signs. They prefer to speak in Spanish and not in English.
Yeah, that happens because some people, not because think we speak English because of the United States, so they hate the United States. That's why they hate America. I mean
The culture.
the culture.
No?
That's why. So they prefer like most of the countries in Europe. They love their own culture, like Italy, Spain. Like what I mentioned at the beginning is, you go to Europe for the first time, you will find a different world.
Yes.
Nothing that you see here in America. But it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Okay, let's continue, please, because we have to start. We have to continue with this lesson. All right, world cultures. Unit 3. We have 4 lessons, as you know. Lesson A. Gabriel, can you read lesson A, please?
Teacher Abby is on the bathroom.
Uh-oh. Patty, okay, you
Okay.
read.
Lesson 8. Talk about your culture using the simple present passive.
Okay, that's what we are learning in this one. Simple present passive. We already learned that in the last in Touchstone 3, where we learned past, simple past, right? Okay, Areli, lesson B.
Lesson B. Talk about customs and manners using verb plus ing to plus verb.
Okay, manners. Verb plus ing and to plus verb. Julio, lesson C, please.
Yes. Use expression like to be honest to sound more direct. Use direct. Use of course to give information that is not surprising or to agree.
All right, Judith, please, lesson D.
Read read article about problem. Write an article about a favorite proverb.
Proverb. All right. So we have, as usual, 4 lessons. America, which one seems more useful? to you? Which lesson seems more useful? America.
I think that lesson C
Lesson C. What about
for
you?
the
Which one seems more interesting?
yes for the expression.
Yes. Claudia, what do you think? What about which one seems more interesting? Which lesson?
Let me check, teacher. Maybe the lesson D.
Lesson D. Okay. Good. Good. Let's see. Okay. Marla, can you describe picture number 1, please?
It's a traditional food in the country.
Okay. What what kind of food do you think it is?
Pasta?
Pasta?
Maybe Italy.
Yeah,
Italian
Italy.
food. Italy
Pasta.
food.
Yummy. Yum, 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 yum. With some garlic bread. Yeah. Uh, let me see. Karina, can you describe picture number 2?
Yes, I think these guys are dancing and traditional dance or choreography.
Dance?
Dance. Traditional dance in this country.
Yeah, you see the drums here, right? Looks like
Um,
capoeira. Seems
yes,
like
look at capoeira. It's
yeah.
a kind of
Where is it?
exercise, no? With music. It's
Where
a
is it?
difficult. It's difficult capoeira.
Where is the capoeira from? Do you know?
I think I'm not sure. Is it from Brazil or from Africa? Africa
Well, it came from Africa, but it's mostly related to
or
Brazil.
Brazil? I'm not sure. I
Yeah.
think it's from Brazil. Capoeira.
All right. Let's see. Marla, what do you see in picture number 3?
It's of liberty, woman of liberty. No.
What's the name?
Yeah, it's the woman of liberty in New York.
Is the woman of liberty?
Algo así era.
Tattoo. Statue?
Statue?
Statue of Liberty.
Yes.
Do you know when it is?
In New York.
What's the name of the island?
I don't know, teacher. The
You
name of
know?
the island. No.
Anybody knows where the name of the island where the statue is?
But it's New York, no?
Well, it's a gift. It was given to New York, so it belongs to New York. It's from France. France gave it to New York, but the statue is on Liberty Island, that is in New Jersey. All right, so number 4.
Yes.
Number 4. Who wants to describe number 4?
It's a festival.
It's
China, no? Chinese
It's festival.
photography or
China.
yeah, like China.
A two dragon.
What is this?
A
Dragon?
dragon.
Yeah. Okay, Asia, China, all those Taiwan, all those places.
Okay.
What do you see? Number 5.
Number 5
Japan.
is Japan. Is clothes.
They are
Japan.
A geisha.
geishas. Geisha.
A geisha? How do you know it's a geisha?
Yes.
The country.
By Mulan.
woman from Japan.
I don't know if it's a geisha or not. Remember, geishas were like kind of a prostitute in Japan. I mean,
Okay.
Yes, because she has paint on of her
yeah,
face, on her
yeah,
face.
Is
This kind
is
yeah.
traditional clothes.
of
Ah,
yes.
okay, you can see, yes. She looks sad. Like, I don't want to be a geisha, something like that. Mira, look, Rosicela, we were talking about colors, rocks.
Yes. The best culture.
Number 6.
Number 6.
They are handicraft.
Handicraft, yes.
Handicraft.
The oh, I see it's in to Mexico.
Yeah, looks like, well, this looks like Maya, you know, the sun here, the souvenirs, mask,
Okay.
rocks.
Okay.
All right, what are some of the cultural traditions in your country? Of course, we are
Teacher, I'm sorry. How do you pronounce quilt or kilt? Como cobija. Quilt?
Celt.
¿Cómo?
Celt.
Kilt.
Uh-huh. No, it's the Quilt, right?
Uh-huh.
That would be quilt. Quilt.
Quilt. Quilt. Okay. Thank you, teacher. Quilt.
What are some of the cultural traditions in your country, means in Mexico? We have dish or drinks, right? What is the most popular dish in Mexico?
Corona.
No, we say dish,
Tequila.
not dish.
Yes.
Something with tortilla.
Tortillas, right? This is most
Yeah.
Tacos.
tortillas or beans.
Las picadas. Los sopes.
We are talking about a dish, not food.
Mole.
Yes, it could be mole,
Relleno.
pozole, right?
Enchilada.
Barbacoa.
Barbacoa, carnitas, tacos. Everybody knows tacos, right?
Yes.
Tacos all different.
Around the world. What about drink?
Pulque. Tequila.
Tequila.
Tonayán.
No, Tanoyan?
Tepache.
What's that? Tanoyan. For 10 pesos, Tanoyan. Litro. Okay, type of music or performance.
Music, pop
Instrumental music.
music,
Mariachi.
rancheras,
What else?
Mariachi.
ranchera music.
Ranchera. What else? When you watch a movie and there is a part of the Mexican people, you can hear music, right? What kind of music is that?
Mariachis. Always.
No, no. Sometimes you hear mariachi. Sometimes you hear
Folklore.
no.
Banda.
Regional.
Sometimes you hear la banda when it's about something Mexican, right?
Los Tigres del Norte.
Espinosa Paz.
Yes, that's very popular. Yeah, sometimes we hear cumbias, right? We hear Celso Piña, yes. Okay, performance. Like dances. What kind of dances?
Iguana.
Like
Iguana.
Guerrero.
Folklore.
Folklore. Let me see. I think I have it here.
El baile de la piña, creo.
Can you see this picture? Yes?
I can hear you.
No.
You have a picture. Hold on. You have a picture here on the screen.
Mi símbolo.
Zacatecas.
Can you see the picture?
Yes.
Hold on. What's the name of this? Here in the middle.
I don't know because they are different kind of dances.
In the middle. Here.
Adelitas.
I thought it was like, but it's not like a laguetza.
The luggage.
La laguetza en Oaxaca.
Do you know the name of this dance?
El baile de la piña.
De la piña.
Eh,
Oh, they don't have a piña.
Y
They have-
aquí es.
They
Sí,
look like.
porque tienen algo en la cabeza.
Mhm.
Están agarrando. Y acá. Aquí es
Something, also something very popular in Mexico is this chile. Spicy. Spicy, right? El Día de Muertos, festivals, you mentioned traditions, right? What other traditions do we have in Mexico?
Día de Muertos.
Revolution.
Besides Día de Muertos, I mentioned Día de Muertos.
Yes.
Depends Day.
Yeah.
Which one? Say again?
Depends Day of September.
Independence Day.
Dependence Day.
It's on September.
What is that? Dependence Day?
Independence Day.
Independent Day.
Oh, Independence Day.
Independence Day.
Revolution Day, probably.
Revolution, the parades, right? Festivals. What else?
The batalla of
La batalla de
Mayo,
Puebla.
May.
5 de Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo.
Yay.
Don't do anything in
5 de
Mexico.
Mayo.
That's in the United States. They celebrate.
Mejor ellos celebran que nosotros.
Yes. All right, let's continue.
Christmas. We celebrate Christmas too.
Yeah, I mentioned posadas.
Yes, posadas. And we have two festivals.
Yeah, we have many things in Mexico. Like those little fairs, you know. Anyway, let's start with lesson 8, traditional things. What not to miss. This is from cultures around the world. So we have different countries. We have South Korea, Peru, Japan, and Australia. Okay. What do you know about, let's say, what do you know about South Korea? Do you know anything?
Well,
All these people look the same. People
No, I am
look very
I
similar.
think it's
Cul-
a culture.
Yeah.
A few days ago, I watched an interview from a girl from South Korea, I think. I'm not sure it's about South Korea. And it's an ugly country. They are like in prison.
Really?
They are, yes, they don't have liberties. They have people die. They don't go, very, very terrible situation there. So ugly.
Well, it was like that years ago when it was South Korea and North Korea.
No, South Korea, I think.
But they have political problems like
Yes.
like every
So-
country in Asia, many countries in Asia, like right now in Israel and Gaza, Israel and
Yes,
Palestine.
they are so repressed, teacher. Very,
Yeah,
very
war over there,
terrible.
but it's politics. So
Yes, the
Anyway,
government killed them.
culture.
Kill people.
Okay. We are talking about culture. So part of the culture in South Korea is the sushi, right?
Yes, they have a leader in this. Well, they don't want to have a leader, but
Okay. Um, let's go back to the culture. We don't talk about politics anymore. It's well, when you talk about politics, it's we'll never finish. Korea. The most we know about Korea here in Mexico is about the food, right? Sushi. Peru. What do you know about Peru?
Well, they have their pyramids. Pyramids?
Picchu.
Machu Picchu.
Okay, I want
The Incas.
please. I want the other people to participate.
Sorry.
Say something. Julio, Gabi, Patty, everybody. What do you know about Peru? Let's ask Gabi. What do you know about Peru?
Teacher, I think Peru is famous in the clouds about the wolf because in the ferias, many people sell the clothes about the wolf.
It's famous. Why do you think it's famous? I mean, it's popular. America. Can you hear me?
Yes, teacher.
Why do you think, give me a conclusion, why do you think Peru is popular or is famous?
For the cloth because the caps of the embroidered they are in the wolf, the fabric wolf.
Oh, you mean the outfits?
Yes.
Ah, okay, yes. But something very popular, very famous in Peru, it's, what do you think?
The hat, I
When,
think.
when you hear the word, when you hear the name of the country, Peru, do you think about Machu Picchu, right? Nature. What else? What animals do you find there in Machu Picchu?
Llamas.
Yeah. Yes. Japan. Japan seems like a beautiful country, but it's
Arigato.
yes. What do you know about Japan? Let's see, Areli, what do you know about Japan?
Mm, uh, I don't know, teacher. I almost don't know about Japan.
You don't know anything
No.
about Japan?
I remember the Olympic Games.
Uh-huh.
And I saw the report, the news. In Japan, don't have a tree for constantly. They don't have beers or animals.
They
With
don't have birds.
like,
What do you mean, Karim?
o sea, literal no hay árboles y porque no hay árboles no hay pajaritos.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
All right, Claudia, what do you know about Australia?
I imagine the Japan is cool because they have a figure or carve the Alps.
Do you mean it's cold?
Cold. I imagine.
You imagine Japan.
Imagine Japan.
I figure Japan is cold.
Mhm.
Why?
Because they had a lot of what do you say? Sculptures.
Sculptures.
Sculpture.
Sculptures. Maybe. Like many of the Asian or other countries, they have seasons, you know. All right. That's good. Let's continue, please.
Okay.
Claudia, I was asking you, what do you know about Australia?
I don't know about Australia, teacher, but maybe I know that there are a lot of kangaroos, teacher.
Kangaroos, yes. And they also in Australia, they speak English, even though speaking is quite different. It sounds like British English.
Oh.
But they speak English. It's Australian English. It's a little bit different, a different accent, but it's English.
Oh.
I remember the capital, Sydney,
Sydney?
in Nemo's movie. Sydney, Sydney,
Sydney,
Sydney.
Australia.
Rami Wallace, I don't know.
I'd like to visit that country one time. It's beautiful. The nature, the animals. I mean the fauna.
Kangaroos.
Kangaroos. Okay, let's listen this, please. Pay attention.
Page 22.
No books.
Unit 3.
No books.
World Cultures. Lesson A. Traditional Things. 1. Getting started. B. Listen. What aspect of their country's culture does each person talk about?
What not to miss? We asked people, what's one thing you shouldn't miss on a visit?
Okay, please, I advise you to take notes of each one. Okay?
To South Korea, Minhee Park.
Oh, Korean food. We have so many different dishes. One typical dish is kimbap. It's made with rice and vegetables and wrapped in dried seaweed. And it's eaten cold. It's delicious.
Peru, Elena Camacho.
Well, Peru has some beautiful handicrafts. A lot of them are exported nowadays, and they're sold all over the world. But it's still worth visiting a local market. These earrings are made locally. They're made of silver.
Japan, Sachio Ito.
A Japanese festival, like the Sapporo Ice Festival, that's really worth seeing. It's held every February. They have all these sculptures that are carved out of ice, and they're carved by teams from all over the world. It's amazing.
Australia, Robert Flynn.
Oh, you should go to a performance of traditional Aboriginal music. They play this instrument. It's called a didgeridoo. It's made out of a hollow piece of wood and painted by hand. It makes a really interesting sound.
Okay, listen one more time and pay attention. Keep writing more notes if you need to.
Page 22. Unit 3. World Cultures. Lesson A. Traditional Things. 1. Getting started. B. Listen. What aspect of their country's culture does each person talk about?
What not to miss? We asked people, what's one thing you shouldn't miss on a visit to South Korea, Minhee Park?
Oh, Korean food. We have so many different dishes. One typical dish is kimbap. It's made with rice and vegetables and wrapped in dried seaweed. And it's eaten cold. It's delicious.
Peru, Elena Camacho.
Well, Peru has some beautiful handicrafts. A lot of them are exported nowadays, and they're sold all over the world. But it's still worth visiting a local market. These earrings are made locally. They're made of silver.
Japan. Sachio Ito.
A Japanese festival like the Sapporo Ice Festival that's really worth seeing. It's held every February. They have all these sculptures that are carved out of ice, and they're carved by teens from all over the world. It's amazing.
Australia. Robert Flynn.
Oh, you should go to a performance of traditional Aboriginal music. They play this instrument. It's called a didgeridoo. It's made out of a hollow piece of wood and painted by hand. It makes a really interesting sound.
All right. As you hear, we have different accents, right? Australia, Peru, Japan, South Korea. Everybody has different accents. It's something normal because we are from different countries and we speak a different language, right? But anyway, it's 11:04. Let's take a break and we'll come back with questions about the listening. Okie dokie. Please come back at 11:30.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, teacher.
Have a good lunch. Enjoy your
Enjoy
lunch.
your meal. Bye.
Later. Yes, thank you.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye. All right, let's see who's back. Judith, are you there? Patty, are you there?
Yes, yes.
Okay, Judith is there. Patty?
I'm here, teacher.
Gabriel? Gabriel, are you there? America? All right, Karina is getting connected. Please, let's continue. It's 11:31. All right. All right, getting started. We already discussed what you know about the countries, right? Listen, what aspect of the country's culture does each person talk about? Rewrite the sentences below, but keep the same meaning. Use the comments above to help you.
Teacher, please, you can put one more time the audio.
Oh yeah, I will play one more time.
Thank you.
Rewrite the sentences below. Like number one, you eat kimbap cold. Kimbap is eaten cold. So in this case, we are going to work on simple present passive. If you remember, we work on past, simple past passive, Touchstone 3, Unit 12, Lesson A and B. I hope you remember.
Yes, with the I've been learning.
B, in this case, we're going to talk about present, right?
Yes.
Is, or are. plus past participle of main verb. Like in the first sentence, you eat kimbap cold. You will say kimbap because kimbap is singular, right? It's eaten cold. Is or are, depending if it's singular or plural. Yes? Okay, let's listen again, please.
Page 22, Unit 3, World Cultures.
Hold on, please.
A. Traditional things. 1. Getting started. B. Listen. What aspect of their country's culture does each person talk about?
What not to miss? We asked people, what's one thing you shouldn't miss on a visit to South Korea, Minhee Park?
Oh, Korean food. We have so many different dishes. One typical dish is kimbap. It's made with rice and vegetables and wrapped in dried seaweed. And it's eaten cold. It's delicious.
Peru, Elena Camacho. Well, Peru has some beautiful handicrafts. A lot of them are exported nowadays, and they're sold all over the world. But it's still worth visiting a local market. These earrings are made locally. They're made of silver. Japan, Sachio Ito.
A Japanese festival like the Sapporo Ice Festival, that's really worth seeing. It's held every February. They have all these sculptures that are carved out of ice, and they're carved by teens from all over the world. It's amazing.
Australia, Robert Flynn.
Oh, you should go to a performance of traditional Aboriginal music. They play this instrument. It's called a didgeridoo. It's made out of a hollow piece of wood and painted by hand. It makes a really interesting sound.
Okay, just one more time, please. Pay attention.
Page 22, Unit 3, World Cultures. Lesson A, Traditional Things. 1. Getting started. B. Listen. What aspect of their country's culture does each person talk about?
What not to miss? We asked people, what's one thing you shouldn't miss on a visit to South Korea, Minhee Park?
Oh, Korean food. We have so many different dishes. One typical dish is kimbap. It's made with rice and vegetables and wrapped in dried seaweed. And it's eaten cold. It's delicious.
Peru, Elena Camacho. Well, Peru has some beautiful handicrafts. A lot of them are exported nowadays, and they're sold all over the world. But it's still worth visiting a local market. These earrings are made locally. They're made of silver. Japan, Sachio Ito.
A Japanese festival like the Sapporo Ice Festival, that's really worth seeing. It's held every February. They have all these sculptures that are carved out of ice, and they're carved by teens from all over the world. It's amazing.
Australia, Robert Flynn.
Oh, you should go to a performance of traditional Aboriginal music. They play this instrument. It's called a didgeridoo. It's made out of a hollow piece of wood and painted by hand. It makes a really interesting sound.
Okay, let's see. We said number one is what is the answer?
People is eating cool.
Eaten
Cool.
cold. Is eaten cold. Number two, people make earrings like this locally.
Earrings like this are made locally.
Okay, can you read again? Say it again.
Earrings like this are made.
Are made.
Local.
All right. Somebody else, please, besides who did? No, who did? Who did have two already? Another people, another person. Number three, they explore a lot of handicraft.
It's amazing.
Okay, Patty?
Are exported.
A lot are exported. Yes. Marla, you say something?
It's amazing.
Are exported, no way.
Number four, teens from all over the world carve sculptures.
Are carved.
Okay, let's see. Julio, what do you have in number four?
I don't have teacher.
You don't have it? Just follow the rule. Simple present and past participle. You have to look for singular or plural, is or are. And you have to look for the main verb. The main verb here in number four is carve.
Is.
Julio.
Are carved.
Is carved.
As the sculptures, plural.
Are.
Julio.
Are.
Yes.
I don't hear Julio here. I hear somebody else.
Okay.
Cuando diga un nombre, use a name, please. Sculptures are plural, right? So you need is or are?
No, are.
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 What is the main verb?
Carved.
Or carved. You don't say carved, carved.
Carved.
By teens from all over the world. Okay, let me see. I have here Julio, Judith, Karina, Marla, Pati, America, Gabriel, Areli. So I miss Claudia. I'm missing Claudia and Rosicela. They didn't come back. It's 11:42. All right, please, let's continue. So remember the rule for this is the same as we did last in Touchstone 3. Remember in Touchstone 3 we saw the past simple past voice, right? Simple past passive voice. Remember we used to use were, was, or were, singular or plural, right? In this one, you use the simple present that is the same, but in this case, we use is or are. So that's the only change. or maybe am if we have I. Okay, we have the grammar part. Same, active, passive. Use a passive when the doer of the action is not known or not important. The doer. Active. It's a question, simple present, right? How do they make kimbap? How do they make kimbap? The main verb is made. Is made. So with this, we know we are asking in simple present, right? We do. So instead of this, if you already know that it's simple present, so we have to know use is. Why? Because it's singular. Kimbap is singular. How is kimbap made? They make it with rice and vegetable. They make it. It's, remember, it's substitute kimbap. They make it rice and vegetable. We don't know who they are talking about. They, right? It's just they. So we change it to it's made with rice and vegetable. In this case, it's substitute the same kimbap. It's made with rice and vegetable. Another question, do they eat it hot or cold? We are going to transform this into a question. Instead of do, is, instead of they, we eliminate they and we use it. Is it eating hot or cold? Because we are talking about the kimbap. Remember, it substitute kimbap. Is it eating hot or cold? They eat it cold. This is affirmative. They. We don't know, remember again, we don't know they. When we're talking about they or them, we are like here. The doer of the action is not known or not important. Affirmative, they eat it cold. They don't eat it hot. It is heated, it is eaten cold. Simple present passive. It is eating cold. It is not eating hot. They carved the sculptures out of ice. The sculptures are carved out of ice. If the doer, like in this case, the subject, like they, if the doer of the action is important, you can introduce it with by. We mentioned that last time with the simple past. The sculptures are carved by teams from all over the world. If the doer of the action is important, remember, we have to mention it. On your right side, you see the most common passive verbs are made, done, and called. Just pay attention to this. When the doer, like in this case, they, is not important, in the sentence, we use it. They make it with rice and vegetables. It's made with rice and vegetable. We are talking about the kimbap, not about them, not about they. Do they eat it hot or cold? Same. Is it eaten hot or cold? We refer to kimbap, not to they. They is not mentioned. All right, common errors. Be sure to use the verb be in the present simple passive. It's very important to use this. Correct? The sculptures are carved out of ice. No, wrong. The sculptures carved out of ice. We don't have the verb be here. So remember, we are working with a simple present passive voice. Yes? Any questions? You are familiar with this topic? That's on Touchstone 3, Unit 12. So I guess you don't have any problems. I hope. Okay, page 23. Okay, Rosicela, are you there?
Yes, teacher, I'm here.
Can you give me the formula for simple past passive voice?
Yes. Well, I'm going to try because I don't understand. I'm not so clear. Okay. Well, it's when the doer. It's not the action is not the most important, no?
Yes.
And the doer is I forgot. Well, we are not talking about the doer, no? It's about the thing. It's about the thing.
Yes.
No,
Well,
like
the question was give me the
it's a pronoun. A pronoun.
Yes, did you listen to me first? Give me the formula for the simple past passive voice. We are talking about simple present passive voice. Now, that's a topic now. And explain the past simple.
The past simple.
Okay. In question 3. Could you give me the formula, please?
Yes. It would be a pronoun, a verb in past.
Yes, so the subject.
Subject or pronoun, verb in past. The noun, no? The noun.
The noun again?
Yes, no, but noun.
Okay,
In the rest of the complement. Complement.
Remember, for all the passive, when we talk about passive, we always need the verb be, right? The verb be can be present, is, are, or could be past.
Yes, was or were.
The rest of the sentence, we always need the past participle. Of main verb. So remember, we always need verb be. Could be present, past, future, present perfect, past perfect. So that will be the formula. Present and past. All right. Okay, Can you please?
Then teacher, it's not, the verb is not in past, it's in
Past participle.
Past participle.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, 23, page 23, please. We are going to listen again. I already explained it, but you have to listen it.
Page 23. 2. Grammar. The simple present passive. Use the passive when the doer of the action is not known or not important. Active.
How do they make kimbap?
They make it with rice and vegetables.
Passive.
How is kimbap made?
It's made with rice and vegetables.
Do they eat it hot or cold?
They eat it cold. They don't eat it hot.
Passive.
Is it eaten hot or cold?
It's eaten cold. It's not eaten hot.
Active.
They carved the sculptures out of ice.
Passive.
The sculptures are carved out of ice.
If the doer of the action is important, you can introduce with by.
Used from all over the world.
Again, the grammar. We have a, well, I don't know if you have any questions. Anybody? Do you understand the grammar?
Yes, teacher. I
Is it clear?
yes.
Anybody? Questions? Remember to make questions. Yes, I did. No, I didn't. All right. No, Karina?
Like, oh, you're always confused with grammar.
This is confusing?
Yes, for me, yes.
Well, let's do the exercises and maybe you are not confused anymore. Because we saw this in Touchstone 3. We need 12, A and B, the past tense.
Thank you.
So this is gonna be like easier, just is or are, and the past participle. So there's not a big difference.
The negative question is the same.
Yes. You have the example here. If you make a question in simple present, let's say, how do they make kimbap? How is kimbap made? We change do for is, right? So we don't mention they, so we don't care about who. So how do they make kimbap? How is kimbap made? The translation into Spanish would be, ¿cómo hacen ellos el kimbap? ¿Cómo se hace, cómo es el kimbap hecho? O ¿cómo se hace el kimbap? That should be the translation into Spanish. ¿Cómo se hace? O ¿cómo es el kimbap hecho? I would say the first one. They make it with rice and vegetable. It's made with rice and vegetable. So using questions, pay attention. We start with do, they eat it hot or cold. This do, we have to change it for verb be. And we don't use they. We don't care about they. We are talking about kimbap. Is it eating hot or cold? Remember, eat, substitute, kimbap. Let's try to answer the the exercises. Like number one, well, you have to rewrite the questions about your country, then write true answers. Use a simple present passive. When do people sing the national anthem? When is the national anthem sung? Past participle. Is sung in formal formal activities, or how you say, civic activities. So you need to you need to change, you need to rewrite these questions into passive. Let's see if you can do it. Let's do it in teams so you can share with your partners your knowledge. We see Marla is here too. Okay.
Yes, I'm here.
All right, Marla. Would you give me the formula for the simple present passive?
It's I'm, are,
Uh-huh.
is.
Is, are, and
Falta una.
yeah, what else do you need?
I need
Plus.
is. Oh, yeah.
You have is, are, plus.
Door.
Plus past participle of the main verb.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Let's do this exercise in team, please. We are 9 people now. Some of you came back on time, some of you came late, some of you didn't come. So it's okay. We are trying to work with 9 people. 3, 2, 2. Okay. Let's help each other, please. Go to the breakout rooms, please. I hope Gabriel is here.
Yes.
What
There,
happened? What happened? What are you not working with, Gabriel?
excuse me?
You were working. I mean, you changed room. That's why. Because you were working with Gabriel. You were in the team.
Yes,
You finish?
the finish with Gabby.
Ah, okay, okay. All right, we are waiting for the others to finish the exercise. Let's see, who do we have here? Well, just Luis and Gabriel for now. Everybody's coming back. Great. Okay, the example was, when do people sing the national anthem? The answer is, when is the national anthem sung, right? So we're using simple present and we are using past participle of the main verb. The main verb is sing. The second question is, how do you make your favorite traditional food? That is the first one.
How is the traditional food made then? Made?
How is traditional food made?
Made.
Remember, in these cases, in the active voice, in the active voice, oops, the object becomes the subject. How is traditional food? Okay, Patty, what do you have in the second question?
Is it served cold?
Yes, is it served? Is it served? Served, not served. Cold. Sí. Karina?
Yes,
What do you have for number 3?
for number 3, I write, are men's or women's played in countries' national sports?
No.
No.
Remember the object is national countries, national countries. That becomes the subject. Okay, let me see. Areli, do you have number 3?
Yes. Are they played by men and women?
Is the object?
No. Me, teacher.
What is the object?
Countries, national sports.
Let me ask one by one, please, Rosicela. That's correct. But I'm just trying to everybody to answer. Really? What would be the final answer for this one, number 3?
Are they played by men and women? Yes, they are. Countries' national sport are played by men and women.
That would be, are your why? Because it's plural. Countries. Sports played by, I think was men and women, right? Remember the object becomes the subject. It works like the last time. In this case, the subject here is men and women, right? Both men and women. In passive voice, well, this is active voice. Let's talk. Let's say this is the active voice. Men and women are the subject. Then you have a verb, and then you have the subject. I mean the object. When you change it to passive, the object, in this case is country's national sports, becomes the subject. As I mentioned before, like in this case, both men and women, we use it by both men and women. Okay. Um, Gabriel, can you do number 4, please? Gabby?
Yes. When is the import? No, it's festival celebrate. Not.
Yes, remember you have to take in consideration more important festivals are plural, right? That's the first thing you have to see, singular or plural. So you have to say is or are. So this one stays the same. When
Are your most important festival?
past tense of this is the main verb. Yeah, you were doing, it was correct. When in this case we have people, right? People is not important to mention. When it's someone specific, like the people from Acapulco, let's say, people from Europe. Yes. So remember first, you have to see the object. Is plural or singular? In this case, the object is your most important festivals. Plural. When are the most important festivals celebrated? Okay, America, can you do number next question? Do people wear it a lot? I'm sorry. Does everybody celebrate them?
Are they celebrated by everybody?
Are they celebrated by everybody?
Yes.
All right, cool. Number 5. Julio.
When are the national customers worn?
National costume is singular, remember.
National costume.
Uh-huh.
When are the national costume worn?
Yeah, remember, national costume is singular. So do you use is or are?
Is when is national costume worn?
Yes. When is the national costume worn? Next question. Judith, do people wear it a lot?
Is a lot. Is it a lot? Um,
Eat a lot of.
a lot.
What is the past tense of the past participle of wear?
War.
Worn.
Oh, no, war.
Okay, number 6. Marla? Do people play traditional folk music?
Are people play traditional?
Say it again.
Are people play?
Remember, people, we don't mention the people again in the passive. The subject, traditional folk music, becomes the subject.
Is traditional folk music played?
Yes. Traditional folk music is singular.
Tener el micrófono prendido está repasando.
Something like that. That's the idea. All right, number 7. Who wants to do number 7? Do people make traditional handicraft? Volunteers?
Are handicrafts made by the people?
Traditional handicraft are made, yes,
By the people.
traditional okay, good job. Last one, please. Where do they sell them? Karina, do you have any idea?
Where are they sold?
Yes, where oh. Yes, because you have to sell them. Good. Is it clear now? Is it better?
So
Questions?
Okay.
No questions?
No, teacher. Todo good.
¿Todo good? ¿Todo vale?
Yes.
Ya dijo Julio. Que nos debe los bolillos, ¿eh? Desde hace un año.
Ayer no fue, ayer los llevé.
Doble porque ayer no fue.
No fuiste, yo no te vi.
Yo no lo veo a usted tampoco.
Yo dije que fui, pero yo no te vi.
Está revelando.
A mí no me... Porque no soy estudiante. Óigame, no. All right, let's see if it's clear. Let's do exercise. Skill number 3, speak naturally. Silent syllables. Talking about this, don't forget the class, the course starting Thursday at 7 with me about phonology. Phonology about is about sound, syllables, consonants, stress vowels, linking, intonation, and all that. Sometimes we don't have time, we don't pay too much attention on pronunciation in every class. So here is just like 5 minutes, this part. Speak naturally, silent syllables. Every, different. You see?
Different.
The vowels you don't pronounce, like every.
Every.
Different. You don't say different.
Different. You
don't say interesting. It's interesting.
Interesting.
Vegetable.
Vegetable.
Okay, please listen and repeat the words.
Page 23. 3. Speaking naturally. Silent syllables. A. Listen and repeat the words. Notice that the unstressed vowels are not pronounced. Every.
Different.
Interesting.
Vegetable.
Okay, please repeat after each one. You can close your microphone. Then you have to repeat it. Okay.
Page 23. 3. Speaking naturally. Silent syllables. A. Listen and repeat the words. Notice that the unstressed vowels are not pronounced. Every.
Different.
Interesting.
Vegetable.
Okay. Every, different, interesting, best. Okay, let's see. Marla, can you read it?
Every.
No, every. That was the exercise about. Every.
Different. Interesting. Interesting. And vegetable.
Okay, who did?
Every. Different.
Okay, one more time. Pay attention, please. The thing is, you don't have to pronounce the E. That's why this is
Every.
dash. You see, they eliminate the letter. You don't pronounce it.
Okay. Every.
Pay attention.
3. Speaking naturally. Silent syllables. A. Listen and repeat the words. Notice that the unstressed vowels are not pronounced. Every.
Different.
Interesting.
Vegetable.
All right.
Okay.
Put it.
Every. Different. Anything. Vegetable. Vegetable.
Okay, one more time.
Every. Different.
What do you say? Different.
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 Interesting.
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 No,
Interesting.
put it diction. Tu dicción no se escucha muy bien. Interesting.
Resting.
Interesting.
Resting. Vegetable.
No.
Vegetable.
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 Yes, vegetable.
Vegetable.
Or, okay, who wants to do it? Who wants to practice?
Okay. Okay. I am going to practice.
Gabriel, please. Can you read the same? Gabriel, are you there? Rosa Isela, are you there?
No, teacher.
Well, you were gone.
Everybody. Referring. Interesting. Vegetable.
Okay. What you listened on the audio is too different what you are practicing. One more time, the audio, please.
Page 23. 3. Speaking naturally. Silent syllables. A. Listen and repeat the words. Notice that the unstressed vowels are not pronounced. Every.
Different.
Interesting.
Vegetable.
Okay, Gabriel. One more time.
Every. Different. Different. Interesting.
Yes.
Interesting. Vegetable.
Vegetable. Yes.
Vegetable.
Okay, that's why it's very important you pay attention to the audio. It says, do not pronounce the unstressed vowel. Unstressed means the sound is not pronounced. That's why it's unstressed. Remember, we have stress. We have stress vowels. We have unstressed. Stress means like the sound is stronger in that vowel. Unstressed is there's no sound. So he mentioned unstressed. Every, different, interesting, and vegetable. Vegetable. So the only way for you to learn this word is that you practice. Because if you only read it, if you only read each one, well, it's only in your mind. Every, every, different, different. Same examples with the others. Remember, this is gonna be next Tuesday class is gonna be like this about pronunciation. Okay, let's continue please with the next exercise. Listen and repeat the words. Notice that the unstressed vowels are not pronounced. That's this number 3, right? Listen to people talk about their cities. Cross out the vowel that is not pronounced in the underlined words. First thing, listen to people talk about their cities. Cross out. Cross out the vowel that is not pronounced, like here in the underlined words. Okay, please pay attention.
Page 23. 3. Speaking naturally. Silent syllables. B. Listen to people talk about their cities. Cross out the vowel that is not pronounced in the underlined words. Then read the sentences to a partner. 1. Brock, Switzerland.
We're known for our chocolate, which is sold all over the world. If you're really interested, you can visit a factory to learn about the history of chocolate and how it's made.
2. Coober Pedy, Australia.
The average temperature here in summer is almost 40 degrees Celsius, so it's much cooler to live underground. It's definitely something different for travelers.
3. Akihabara, Japan.
If you want a camera, then you have to shop here. Practically every brand of electronic and computer goods is displayed here.
4. Boyacá, Colombia.
Emeralds are mined all over the world, but our region has some of the best and most valuable stones. They are mostly exported and made into jewelry.
All right. Could you get it, or you want to listen one more time?
One more time, please.
Yes. Pay attention to
Page
the underlying
23.
words.
3.
Hold on, please.
Speaking natural.
Pay attention to the underlying words like this one, chocolate. They don't pronounce the O, right? Chocolate, chocolate. Same with the rest. One of the letters is not pronounced.
Silent syllables. B. Listen to people talk about their cities. Cross out the vowel that is not pronounced in the underlined words. Then read the sentences to a partner. 1. Brock, Switzerland.
We're known for our chocolate, which is sold all over the world. If you're really interested, you can visit a factory to learn about the history of chocolate and how it's made.
2. Coober Pedy, Australia.
The average temperature here in summer is almost 40 degrees Celsius, so it's much cooler to live underground. It's definitely something different for travelers.
3. Akihabara, Japan.
If you want a camera, then you have to shop here. Practically every brand of electronic and computer goods is displayed here.
4. Boyacá, Colombia.
Emeralds are mined all over the world, but our region has some of the best and most valuable stones. They are mostly exported and made into jewelry.
All right. So as you read here, read a sentence to a partner. See what you should pay attention to these words and what vowel you cross out. Please work with a partner and read. You have to read like change roles or change places. One second. Here you go. Go to the breakout rooms, please, and practice with your partner. All right, let's see how you did it. Let's listen one more time and pay attention to those words, vowels. Remember, you have to eliminate the unstressed vowel, the vowel that doesn't sound.
Page 23. 3. Speaking naturally. Silent syllables. B. Listen to people talk about their cities. Cross out the vowel that is not pronounced in the underlined words. Then read the sentences to a partner. 1. Brock, Switzerland.
We're known for our chocolate, which is sold all over the world. If you're really interested, you can visit a factory to learn about the history of chocolate and how it's made.
2. Coober Pedy, Australia.
The average temperature here in summer is almost 40 degrees Celsius, so it's much cooler to live underground. It's definitely something different for travelers.
3. Akihabara, Japan.
If you want a camera, then you have to shop here. Practically every brand of electronic and computer goods is displayed here.
4. Boyacá, Colombia.
Emeralds are mined all over the world, but our region has some of the best and most valuable stones. They are mostly exported and made into jewelry.
All right, let's see. Let's see what happened. In the number 1, we have a word, underline word. Just tell me the word. Let's see. The first one in my screen is Patty. This word.
Teo. Ese con O.
Chocolate, right?
Chocolate.
Chocolate. Not chocolate. Chocolate.
Chocolate.
Yeah, chocolate. Like you skip, let me see if I can write it here. Chocolate, which is all over the world. Areli,
Interested sería la I. Es
interest, interested, right?
Yes.
You can visit a factory to learn about the here.
History.
Karina?
I think it's the letter O. Name.
Yes. History. History. We already have chocolate, same chocolate. Then we have two words. America.
Yes.
Next word, please.
The average temperature, letter E.
Average, average, average.
Average, letter E.
Yes, temperature, temperature.
Temperature.
Remember, it's on stress vowel, the one we don't pronounce here.
The
Okay.
same, letter E.
Letter E. Who did?
¿Cuál?
Who
Es la
did?
I.
Different.
I, different. Different. I.
You say E, but you say different. Different.
Different.
Different. Different.
Different.
Different. Different.
Different. Different.
Suena como una T al final, a little T. Different.
Different.
Yes. Marla, next.
Letter E, travelers.
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 Travelers. Travelers. Because it's fast, you know, travelers. Different.
Yes.
Gabriel, next.
Akihabara, Japan. If you want a
Let's read the
game,
word. Just a word.
camera,
Say it again.
camera,
What are the letter? What is the letter you are crossing out?
E,
E. Camera. 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 Camera.
Camera.
Camera.
Camera.
Camera. Okay, Patty.
Practically the A, then every day.
Practically every is Areli.
Yes. Emeralds.
Emeralds.
Is letter E.
E. Emeralds. Emeralds. No,
Emerald.
remember,
Emerald.
when you say like that, sounds more natural, more native. Like emerald.
Emerald.
Emeralds. Emeralds.
Emerald.
Okay.
Emerald.
Karina.
Letter A, balloon. Most balloon stones. The second A, letter A.
Can you read it?
The most balloon stones.
Can you read it again?
Most balloon stones.
It's not evaluate.
Balloon.
Ballet.
What is the word?
Letter A, the second letter A.
Can you read the word again?
Balloon.
It's not evaluate.
Valuable.
No.
Oh my God.
Evaluate.
Valuable.
Evaluate.
Balloon. Okay. Valuable. Able. Valuable.
Valuable.
Say it again. One more time. Ba.
Lu. What?
Okay.
My
Let's
God.
leave it to Julio. Julio, do you have it?
Is valuable. Valuable.
Valuable. Yes. What is the word?
Valuable.
Letter A.
Is this one first one or second one?
Second one.
Yes. No, I'm sorry. Valuable. Valuable.
Valuable.
Stones. Let's see, Rosicela. The last word.
Jewelry. Jewelry.
Jewelry.
Jewelry.
Are crossing out letter
E.
E. Okay. Who did remember this word was difficult for you? Jewelry.
Jewelry.
Jewelry. Not jewelry.
Oh, yeah.
Jewelry. Jewelry. Jewelry.
Jewelry. Jewelry.
Do you practice it? Jewelry.
Jewelry.
Okay, let me see. It's, well, it's almost 1 o'clock. It's 12:59. Well, I like these exercises. That's why pronunciation is one of my favorite things to do. As you see, that's why I took a diplomado just last year about pronunciation. So I recommend you, I suggest you to take the class about that. It's just 2 hours, 2 weeks. It's total is 4 hours. So will help you a lot. I tell you because I think Karina was there too. Well, I took the diplomado and I took the TKT. So both are good. So anyway, the ones who are, you are welcome to be there, everybody. I don't know if you have any questions about today's class.
Teacher, the course or the class is gonna be free.
Yeah, it's just for the students. Just for the students at English Access. So it's free.
When?
For you.
When, teacher?
We have pronunciation phonology is starting next Tuesday. That's the 27th. And the next Thursday.
Okay, perfect.
So that should be the 27th and June 3rd. June 3rd. The May 27th and June 3rd.
On Zoom or
It's gonna be on
there?
Zoom And the class is gonna be like bilingual, like the same, but mostly in Spanish. But we're going to try to help you with pronunciations and word, like stress vowels, linking, intonation, techniques to pronounce words, etc. All right. Questions? Just
Nothing.
remember your homework, please.
Homework.
You have one more unit, and we are having the first exam for Touchstone 4. But do not forget about your homework. Okay? Cool. Questions? You're good? Karina, I see your face. You're like, Pati,
Okay,
no?
what is our homework?
What is what?
What is our homework?
Oh, homework, remember, today we have we finished unit 2 with lesson D, and unit 3, lesson A.
Unit 3, lesson A.
And the one we finished was lesson D. That
Okay.
was from unit 2. All right. Thank you so much, guys. If you have any questions, please let me know. The ones to apply for the course on Thursday, give me a text on WhatsApp for teacher Maru. Okay?
Thank
See
you
you
very much.
Thursday or Saturday. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful weekend.
Sure.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Take
Bye.
care. Bye.